Yeah, morning guys. I've been getting a lot of questions on social media lately over the last couple of days, pretty much just regarding the whole fasting approach and a couple of the posts that I have been writing up on there on Facebook on my personal page. I think the common misconception is when people see that post and they think fasting, they just think fasting's bad. I mean, not eating breakfast to the traditional normal person is like, there's something on a different level. Not to eat breakfast is, to me now, it's just as normal as brushing your teeth, guys. I mean, going without breakfast is so simple. Again, it comes down to whatever your preference is. How do you like to go about your day? And pretty much whatever you want to implement, whatever kind of goal you have. I mean, do you want that overall dietary freedom where you can really relax throughout the day and not have to worry about, I'm getting my calories in, how much protein am I on by 2 o'clock? Have I got all my fats in by, 12 o'clock at night? You can actually just have so much dietary freedom and not have to worry about these meals every 2 hours. I mean, I remember when I was 18 and, a few of the boys were exactly the same at the time. We were in the gym and our focus was just strength and size. And honestly, I can remember sometimes, even on really nice days on Saturday, we'd want to go and play football, and but we just wouldn't, because we'd want to stay in the house, and we'd be certain that we had to eat every 2 hours to meet these calories, and it was just terrible. I would never want to go back to that kind of state. Every 2 or 3 hours eating. For me, personally, that's just me. I mean, some of you guys might just really like to eat every 2 to 3 hours. But for me, I really do like to feel satisfied when I eat. So, if I started eating at 8 to 9 a.m. in the morning, I wouldn't stop. I literally would not stop. So I'd go through the cupboards. I'd probably be in a surplus of 10,000 calories. There'd be no more Ben and Jerry's in the world if Chris was around. So that's why I decide to eat later on in the day. So my overall strategy is, to be honest, it's not really a strategy. I mean, it's just normal. It's just a lifestyle to me now. I'll wake up in the morning. First things first, I'll normally have, a couple of bottles of water, a few pints of just normal tap water, no flavourings or anything like that. At this point, I'm not really hungry. As the day goes on, then I'll implement some sparkling water. I'll drink about 2 litres of this a day, and then I'll follow this throughout the day also. And say if I'm waking up at 10 a.m. and I've got training at 1 p.m, I'll make sure to have a black coffee or kind of espresso an hour before training. I tend not to drink coffee at least 2 hours after waking, just so then I can prolong my hunger and use strategies like sparkling water to satisfy myself. And then once you have that black coffee, then you can further curb that hunger going into training. And then after training, 2 or 3 hours after, keep drinking the water. No more black coffee or anything after training, just strictly sparkling water, tap water. And then I'll have my first big meal. I might start with a snack some days, depending on how hungry I am. And again, it's not about what time you break that fast. It's about if you're hungry enough at that point, then you break it. So I've been breaking it with a simple banana and some green and black chocolate. Normally a full bar, if I'm honest. It's about 550 calories. Then I fit it in, so it's not too bad. An hour after that, or maybe 2 hours after that, then I'll have a protein meal with some veg. So it'll be a big steak, I'll have some peppers, I'll chuck some asparagus in there, have some broccoli, and then I'll save the majority of my carbs, and this is where the messages have been coming from, for later at night. I mean, I love to eat before bed. I can remember back in my fat days where I'd eat 10, 15 bags of crisps before bed, just watching, cartoons in bed. And I'd wake up in the morning and there would just be abundance of crisp packets by my bed. And I'd wake up some mornings, grab a Dairy Milk bar, grab some more Walker's crisps and do exactly the same all morning. So Yeah, so for me, I mean, I really do like satisfying my hunger before bed. Um, it might be different for some other people, but I don't know. It kind of brings me back to the days where I can enjoy and go back into my kind of fat days but while losing weight. So that really works for me. But again, it's your personal preference and whether you like to spread your meals over 10 a day, or keep it like I do and just eat 2 or 3. So my last meal, I might have a few Pop Tarts. I might have got like a stash over here, so I can just look at it. I've actually got some Twinkies, and a lot of green and black chocolate. Normally dark chocolate, but I try to stay away from the dark chocolate late at night, as it's just got a slight bit of caffeine in it. So I normally just go for the milk chocolate if I am hungry at night. Another really good tip is to have a little snack just to break that fast, to prolong that hunger until what I say the middle meal. So let's just take for instance, you break your fast with a banana and half a bar of chocolate, and then 2 hours after that you have your first meal. So last night, for example, I had steak and rice. 80 grams of protein in that steak, 60 grams of carbs with the rice, and then I'll wait then. So I'm satisfied for a few hours, and say I finish that meal at 8 o'clock. I've still got all the majority of my carbs and most of my fat to get in before I go to sleep. So for me, that's bliss. That's wonderful. I mean, I can go and eat some crisps. I can go and have that bar of chocolate. It'll take me back to those days where I just love sitting in bed and just scoffing my face. So that's, for me, as long as I'm in that calorie limit and I'm losing weight, the dietary freedom you get is phenomenal. I mean, it's nothing like I've ever experienced before. And honestly, if you don't get that much hunger in the day, you just don't get that. Sometimes, I mean, you just love a burger. You love a burger and chips, but in a couple of hours you'll be eating it anyway, and you can just break your fast with that. So as long as you can go maybe 6 hours of fasting after you've woken up, I mean, to have that first initial snack and meal, you're gold. I mean, that's the way to do it. And it's really not that hard, guys. And the dietary freedom is great, like I said. So I do really highly recommend just giving it a try. And the staples for me, is sparkling water. That really fills you up. Having a strategic black coffee, 2 or 3 times a day. Make sure you stick to it before training, as that really helps with energy. And in the mornings when you have coffee, it'll wake up that cognitive alertness, so you can work better. You can focus on the task in hand more, and just be sure to drink your water throughout the day as well. I mean, stay hydrated. I mean, from the state I'm feeling now, it's 10:36 a.m. I think I could go till 6 or 7 p.m. tonight without my first meal, and then I'll break it with a simple piece of fruit and chocolate. I mean, it's not that difficult now, and then I'll end eating like I did last night, about 1 or 2 a.m. So yeah, it's not too bad. But again, comes down to that personal preference, guys. I might get a bit of stick for doing it, but here it is, totally transparent in what I'm saying. I haven't held anything back, and sometimes in the morning or before training, I'll take some green tea. I mean, some slight caffeine in there, but I'll still have it alongside my espresso. So yeah, just for those added antioxidant benefits and alertness. So yeah, that's the Sunday, guys, and that's my personal approach to intermittent fasting and as so flexible dieting. But I'm staying within my 1900, 2000 calories a day, and I'm feeling great. Testosterone levels are high, sex drive is high. That's exactly what you want on a diet. I mean, I actually enjoy going to sleep at night as opposed to being hungry and thinking, I need to go to the cupboards and scoff my face with a nice cheese sandwich like I used to. So yeah, I mean, it's created so much dietary freedom in my life, so I can actually enjoy the dietary process now, instead of like holding my head every morning thinking I just want to go and order a Domino's pizza and then all the sides that come with it. So yeah, if you have any more questions on it, guys, please feel free to drop a comment in this video. or give me an email. I'd be happy to help or advise with anything. But yeah, have a great Sunday, guys, and that is the approach to intermittent fasting. Peace.